Welcome to the Cluttered Corner, everybody. I'm Katie Key, and I'm here with Melissa Brookes. Howdy.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm so excited that you're here, and you look absolutely adorable.
Thank you.
And I mean, the boots make it. Just so
Thank
cute.
you.
Well, let's talk about, you're just starting out.
Yes, ma'am.
But you're getting out, meeting radio people, getting your single out there, which is a Sticky Situation.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's doing pretty good for
Yes,
a
ma'am.
first-timer.
Yes, ma'am. I've been hearing that, so I'm hoping that I'm hoping that it's doing really good.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Did you write that song?
No, ma'am, I did not.
Okay, who wrote that?
Pat and Minnie Murphy.
Yeah?
They wrote it and sent it in to Bill and Debbie Green, which is who I work with.
Yeah.
And Bill was like, "Hey, Melissa, you might like this song." And I was like, "Okay." And I listened to it. And I was like, "This is the funniest thing ever." Yes, I love it.
Yeah, no, it's a great tune. It's fun.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you're out playing too.
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been playing?
I taught myself how to play guitar 4 years ago.
Wow.
So I've been doing that. Yes, ma'am.
Well, and you were pretty young then, because you're not real old now.
No,
so.
ma'am. No, I taught myself when I was 15, and I'm 18.
Yeah?
19, yes, ma'am.
Wow. Well, good for you. What was the reason that you wanted to teach yourself that?
Well, actually, I'm from Fort Worth, and
Okay.
when I moved to Port Aransas, which is where I live now, I didn't really know that many people, and it was in the middle of summer, and I was like, well, I'm not going to sit in my room and not do anything with my life. And my dad had an old Esteban guitar, and Chicken Fried by the Zac Brown Band came out. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take my guitar and I'm going to learn it. And in about 30 minutes, I had the song down. And I was like, oh, well, this is pretty cool.
Wow.
So, yeah, then my next project was Miranda Lambert, and it's kind of stuck with me since.
So you really obviously enjoy it.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I love it.
And how about getting out and playing? Because you're so young, how did you break into going to some of the different venues?
Well, actually, I only started singing about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was an accident. I was babysitting for just a local talent guy. His name is Mark Wiles, and he lived in Port A. And I was babysitting, and his son was fussy and wouldn't go to sleep. So I did the only thing I could think of and sing him to sleep. And when I put him down, I went in the living room, and I guess Mark came back and had to get something. And he goes, "You dirty, rotten liar." And woke the boys up and drugged me to a show and forced me to get on stage with the only 2 songs I knew. And when I was done, I was so scared, and I'm pretty sure it was really bad, because I was like barely knowing how to, switch into chords. And when I walked off the stage, a woman and her daughter came up to me with their dinner receipt, because it was at a restaurant, and they asked me for my autograph, and I think that's kind of what got me hooked.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh, now that is a cool story.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. That is it's meant to be right there. If you were having to be in the right place at the right time, just have to be heard by the
Yes,
right
ma'am.
person, and there you go. That's
Yes,
cool. So you've been playing for a couple years now.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a favorite venue that you've been playing at?
Well, I play at all of them, but I think my favorite one so far would have to be Out of Bounds Sports Lounge in Corpus, because that was my very first gig. My very first one, so of course that has to be my favorite.
Yeah, well that's cool. So if people want to find out more about Melissa Brookes, where do they go?
They can go to my website, melissabrook.com. Just remember that there's 2 L's, 1 S, and an E at the end of Brook.
There you go. That's very good, because we do have some issues sometimes. That's awesome. Well, thank you for coming to the corner.
Absolutely, no problem. Thank you for inviting me.
No problem.
Ooh, ooh, a sticky situation. It's my girlfriend's boyfriend.